Since 2009, Southeastern Automotive Group has been buying for and selling to most of the franchise dealerships in the area. What if you were able to bypass the big dealerships with the big markups? Buy direct from the supplier. Save thousands of dollars on your next vehicle purchase. Have a trade-in? No problem. With used vehicles in such high demand, Southeastern Automotive Group has dealers ready to buy your trade. If Southeastern Automotive Group doesn't have the perfect vehicle for you, using their vehicle locator program, they will have it shipped in without any hassle or haggling you hate. With over hundreds of thousands of cars available at auctions across the nation, your next vehicle purchase is just a click away.
Okefenokee Rural Electric Membership Corporation has been providing quality electric service at a competitive price to residential, commercial, and industrial customers in southeast Georgia and northeast Florida since 1939. For tips and advice on how to save electricity and stretch your energy dollars, call 1-800-262-5131 and speak to your marketing representative. We are a cooperative owned by those we serve.
Good afternoon and welcome back to the Coach Marchman Show. I'm Adam Bell for Charlton Sportsnet along with head coach Thad Marchman of the Charlton County Indians baseball team. Coach, we've got a little bit of baseball going on right behind us with the Bethune Braves and your JV squad going at it right now, a little scrimmage back there.
Yeah, they got started before we did, and they're getting a little practice in because middle school actually starts playing tomorrow, and the JV will be going Tuesday. So, yeah, they're just doing a little scrimmage back there, so it's good.
Got a lot going on in the off season. You had obviously with Austin Knowles graduating, moving on, he's playing at South Georgia State now. Then you had Jack Gower in the off season signing with the Georgia Bulldogs.
Yeah, he did. You know, we're proud of both those guys. Jack's always been a Georgia fan, and he was happy that they offered him, and that's what he wants to do, and he's going to be a Georgia Bulldog next year. So we're looking forward to him finishing up his Indian career in a big way first, though. So we're proud of both of those guys, and you know, but Jack's still got some business to take care of around here. So
that's pretty cool. I know we talked about it when we did the Austin Knowles signing. I was there for that, and you and I had talked about off camera. You're up to what? That's 13, 14 kids now.
Yeah, I don't know the exact number, but yeah, we've been fortunate to have some good players and some guys who've been able to go play some college baseball. So it's a nice thing for your players to move on to college and especially have an opportunity to play. So we've been blessed and fortunate, and maybe we can continue that on.
I know it's quite an accomplishment. All of that's been what I think since 2011, pretty much since we started covering you. Or did you have some prior to that?
No, we had some prior to that. Yeah. Just because you don't win a lot of games doesn't mean you don't have some good players. So we definitely had some good players before that as well. So, but yeah, we that's what we want. We want our players to go on and play some more. We definitely want them to go to college. So it's a nice thing when your program can have kids move on to the next level.
I know coming into the offseason, you guys are constantly working. Baseball's almost a 365 thing nowadays. What do you look for with the transition? I know obviously replacing Austin on the mound is huge for the Tribe this year, but you come back with Jack and Tyler Beckham, Tyler Chesser. Who else you've got?
Well, Cole Giddens is a pitcher for us as well. We have Trent Gray, who's a freshman. And, you know, we got other guys, including Mitch Baxter and you know, Tyler Chestnut. All these guys are ready to go, and we've been preparing them for innings in the preseason. And you know, Austin's going to be hard to replace. It's nice to have Jack back, but Austin's going to be very difficult to replace. So we want these guys to kind of take the reins and eat up those innings that he had, and perhaps, you know, have a season that was similar to his, which that's going to be tough to do because he was a talented pitcher, talented player. He was an excellent offensive player for us too, and an excellent base runner. He's going to be very hard to replace. But if those guys pick up the slack, then I think they can do it.
On the offensive side of the ball, you got those big guns ready to go again this year. I know we produced a lot of runs last season. How much does the new batting cage and all, does that Is that really enhanced the offensive side of the ball for the Indians with the new batting facilities and all over there?
It has not up to this point. I felt like that last year offensively we should have been a little bit better, and we're working on becoming a better offensive team now. And the building, I think, helps because we're getting reps that we normally wouldn't be able to get, and it's a beautiful facility that allows us to do just about anything we want to do in there. So I think it is going to help in the long run. Right now we haven't seen the benefits of it yet, but we will. We're going to.
All right. I know every year coming in, you've got a new group, the Bethune Braves, is young men coming up.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw some photos a couple of weeks ago that Tracy Willis took. Some younger guys moving up, getting some JV varsity action. Who are you looking for to move up and step in and fill some of these spots?
Well, we got we just had an excellent turnout from the middle school for kids wanting to try out for baseball, and we had some really good 8th graders that we thought we'd wanted to play here on the JV level. So we got Wade Rodefer and Sean Russell and Calvin Bird, Najee Smith. And Keyshawn Hobbs to come up and play with our JV, and they're out there right now playing. So we're excited to have those guys here, and they're 8th graders who are going to be 9th graders next year, so they're going to be out here next year anyway. So just bring them up here early, get them some work, and try to prepare them for high school baseball.
I noticed something while I was over here setting it up, and I noticed you with some of the young Braves over there a while ago on that first baseline. Yeah, they're getting initiated real quick about field maintenance.
Well, yeah, they kind of they practice. We played yesterday, and they practiced out here, and they kind of they left a little bit of a mess out here. So I was really just not so much getting on to them, but just trying to explain to them, why we want to do certain things and how we should do it, and they were good about it, and they're going to take care of it from here on out. But we just doing some field tidy work, I guess, is what you could call it. So yeah, that's funny.
And that's one thing I've noticed over the years following you guys is it's not just the baseball part that you emphasize to these kids. It's the pride in the facilities and in the maintenance on the field as well. They all take a part in it.
Well, this is hard work. I mean, it's a lot of parents, a lot of community members, a lot of money from them, and a lot of volunteer time. It's hard work to get this place and to keep it going. So we definitely want to take care of it the best we can, and we want to instill that pride in our players that take pride in their field and take pride in taking care of it and take pride in playing on it and things like that. So yeah, it's important. It's important to us.
I know you've got there's a plaque on the wall. So field of the year, a couple of years back, right? 2015, I think.
Yeah, that was a nice thing
to
have. Yeah, it was nice.
State of Georgia, that's a lot of ball fields.
Yeah,
that's pretty awesome.
We weren't the only one. There were some others that were selected for it as well. But it is nice. It's very nice to have. Nice to be recognized for something like that. It's just good for the school, the community. To a lot of people who haven't never heard of Folkestone. That maybe they have now, and they know that we got a nice place to play.
Coach, we're going to bring I know we made that 400-plus mile trip last spring to go up to Gordon Lee. We're going to make those folks come down here this year. You're not even thinking that far ahead yet, are you?
We better get a lot better. If we want to be in a situation even close to that, we have a lot of improvement to do. So perhaps we can find a way to kick it up a notch. But we have a lot of work to do, and we got to just play the next game and try to play that one the best we can, and just see what happens.
I don't know. It's always fun. The region games, I know we talked about it off camera. We weren't going to get too far ahead. I know yesterday you had the Bacon County scrimmage, kind of open things up, get a feel for everything. How did that turn out for us?
Oh, it was terrible. It was terrible. We just didn't play well. I don't think we were very focused. It's hard to not be focused for the first game of the season, but I don't know. I just didn't think we played with a lot of energy, not much importance. We had a couple of freshmen on the field, but when it's game time, it's game time. It doesn't matter how old you are. We didn't play very well, and Bacon beat us 6-1. We didn't hit the ball well. We didn't play good defense. We pitched okay, but like I said, we just got a lot of work to do. So, and that's fine. It's a practice game. And that's what it's for, to get some practice in. And we saw some things that we can work on. So we're going to work on them and try to be better on Tuesday when we go to Brantley.
So you got a little bit of an eye of what you need to work on, build on for Brantley County next week.
Yeah, we need to work on everything.
Everything. That's
yeah.
coming from head coach with a lot of plaques on the wall over there.
Yeah, we need to work on everything. So
I know the community, which is a good thing. The community has a lot of high expectations for the baseball team every year now, year in and year out.
Mm-hmm.
Does that put additional pressure on the kids? Or do you think it's just so routine? It's almost expected around here.
Yeah, I think that's a good thing. I think it's always good when your peers and your parents and your teachers all think that you should do well. I think that's how it should be, right? I mean, I think that's what you want. You want them to expect you to do well, because you should do well, or at least do your best to do well.
Right.
So I don't think it's added pressure. I think it's good for them, and it's also an opportunity to respond and make them proud, make the community proud, and make the parents proud, and make the coach proud. So it's an opportunity. So I think they should grasp it and do well.
All right, Coach. We're going to take a quick break and we'll get a couple of commercials in real quick, and then we'll look ahead to Brantley County. Is
okay.
that all right?
All right.
All right. We'll be right back. You're watching the Coach Marchman Show.
Hey, Indian fans, did you know you're eligible to join United First Federal Credit Union? We are your hometown financial institution offering services such as online banking, mobile deposit, free checking, and much more. And if you're in the market to purchase a vehicle, our auto loan rates start as low as 2.49%. We are conveniently located at 3773 2nd Street in Folkestone. Rates and terms subject to conditions. Federally insured by NCUA and an equal housing lender.
ESP Specialist in Fabrication is located at 169 Little Phoebe Church Road in Folkestone, Georgia. President Mark Pickering and his employees utilize the latest technology with a skilled workforce to supply customers with the best custom fabrication possible. Serving clients at home and abroad makes ESP a premier employer in Charlton County. For all your specialty and fabrication needs, contact ESP at 912-496-2583 today. They're also on Facebook at ESP Specialist Fabrication. ESP is a proud sponsor of Charlton Sportsnet.
Welcome back to the Coach Marchman Show. If I'd come back 5 seconds sooner, I could have got you live getting on them boys back there. I know you're ready to get back to practice. Yeah. I appreciate you hanging with us.
Sure.
Just if you don't mind, take a moment real quick. I know it's early in the season. What are we expecting out of Brantley County next Tuesday?
Well, Brantley overachieved last year, and they got better as the season went along. And I've spoken to their coach several times in off season, and he's excited about the group that he has coming back. Brantley's kind of a rivalry, I guess, with us, and I know that they really want to beat us. So, but for us, it's a little more important because of the power points, and it's a game that we really need to win for points. So, every game for us is a big game. It doesn't matter if it's Brantley or Clinch or Bradwell. It doesn't matter. We gotta go out there and try to give our best performance. So I'm expecting a pretty good squad, and it's at their place, so that makes it a little tougher for us. But I think we'll be ready to go, and I'm excited for the opportunity. So we'll see how it goes.
All right. I want to pull up the schedule real quick. I know you've had several changes.
Yeah,
there have been. This is the latest one, I believe, that I received from you from last Friday. That reflects the Lanier County change.
Right. Is that a double header on there?
It may be. Is it on there?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I can't.
But I'll make sure the latest one. I believe that's it. Okay. But if not, I'll have the latest one up on our Facebook page too.
Yeah, we've had to make some changes.
That reflects that game that was on the. It was previously scheduled for the 15th and moved it to a doubleheader?
Well, that particular game's been changed a couple times. They've had to switch over in coaches, so they're working that out. So it's really not their fault, but they just needed to move the game, and the new coach wasn't aware of some other things going on. So we just had to move the date, and I think we've got it squared away now. But we've actually changed that date twice. I think we got it set now. So the schedule that we have now is should be good to go.
All right.
Although that schedule's been made since like October or something like that. So, but it should be good.
I've always referred to spring schedules as more of suggestions than actual schedules anyway.
That's probably pretty true. Yeah.
Hey, Coach, you got your assistants. I want to fail to mention them, Coach Jackson and Coach Wilkes.
And that's right, Coach Wilkes and Coach Eric Taylor. They're coaching the middle school team, and Coach Jackson is helping me with the varsity guys in the JV again this year. And also this year we have Jared Cisco, who is new this year, and he's on our coaching staff. So he's out here with us too. So glad to have all those guys with us, and looking forward to working with them throughout the year.
All right. Is anything else you want to hit them before I let you go? I know you're eager to get back over there with these guys.
I know that some players are selling blackout T-shirts for our game coming up in a few weeks. We're still a few weeks, so you still got time to buy them against Irwin County. So there are some blackout T-shirts out there for sale. Of course, we open up versus Long County, I think, on Wednesday or Thursday. We're here versus Long County. We'll have, hats and Indian shirts and things like that if people want to pick up some apparel. Other than that, just like people come out and watch us and pull for our players and get these Indians going.
All right. Folks, y'all can get the latest copy of the schedule on our Facebook pages, and we'll have them up on our sports calendar as well. Coach Marchman, I appreciate it once again this year. Hopefully we'll get several of these shows in this year.
Okay, sounds good.
I appreciate it.
Thanks, man.
Thank you for watching the Coach Marchman Show. Good luck against the Herons next Tuesday.
All right, we need it.
All right. Have a great weekend, everybody.